Hello, this is the video for Dominic and all fans of the DRZ from Suzuki, used by the Gaston Rayet team, and maybe for some fans of the Hessa Rally team. Our first video in English, because Dominic is a customer outside from Germany, and German language is a little bit difficult to understand for Dominic. What's news? So we have a DRZ in our garage. Dominic sent us the bike from Bordeaux in France, and this bike is an original Suzuki Dakar bike. It's original from the Rayet team, but it do not run anymore. In former time, maybe it was a winner bike, but now the engine is not dead, but there's no spark or no run. And our first step is to check the bike, to disassembling the bike, and if we know what happened, then step by step we repair the bike. Of course, this bike is have a long life and a long story, and in the years some people do work on this bike and make upgrades or changes or whatever, but it's not all these jobs are, I would say, perfect. First, when we assembling the bike one more, these clamps will be removed. This is not from Rayet. This is not for a Dakar bike. Same like this one. This is crazy. We remove this. The foot pegs are not original. They are made for KTM and adjust for this bike. A customer from France bought these foot pegs from us, but I don't know that he wants to use it for the DRZ. Of course, we use the right foot pegs. These are small things, of course, but step by step we go around and we check everything. And the first step is to check the bike in the assembled bike, and then we step by step we disassembling the bike and check what happened, and maybe then we make the next video. The fork gaiters are old, of course. Let's see, maybe we can clean it or we can overhaul it. If not, we will change it into original Suzuki gaiters. This is a Suzuki part from the DR Bigger, so this is not a special part for the DRZ. The fork itself is a special part. As you can see, it's made from one aluminum block. So it was milled by a milling machine, and all these parts are one. Today we use clamps, but this was a very expensive way to make a special fork for a Dakar bike. There was enough money to make this. In 1986, 1987. Interesting detail, look at the front disc. It have a small gap here, so the disc is more cool and more lightweight. Crazy detail. Yeah, the spokes itself are not so perfect anymore, but I think it's possible to clean it a little bit, and so we can keep it. We check the bearings, of course, and let's see. Front fender this is the original mounting. The regulator is right on this place, was there. And the Suzuki team used a cable, a tachometer cable, and the pickup was over this plate. Crazy. Mechanical connection to here, and then the electronic pickup. Nice. 1986, 7, 8, 9 around. Same thing as before. So this is a metal spring around, and this is original to protect the hose. Same this. There are some mistakes in the wiring of the hoses for the fuel, but we will repair this. This is not a problem. I'm very interested in the carbs. So I remember that the carbs from my Diacita bikes was mostly damaged, and so there was a lot to do to overhaul it. This is self-made, maybe, or it was. So it's difficult to say. It's original or not, because these bikes are not from a series. All these bikes was handmade. So it's really possible that one bike is different to the next, but both bikes was produced on the same day. Possible. What I know is that Suzuki or the Riot team pick up a lot of parts from the Suzuki stock, add own special parts. For example, the fuel tanks, they are made in France. X-House is made in France or Italy. It's a Titan material. For this, in this time it was a high-tech material, very expensive, and not so often. The stickers are wrong. Yes. So, of course, LED was a sponsor, but this is not the right. They are not the right letters and not on this position. And same as the Michelin. Michelin letters from 1988 are not with an angel. It was 90 degree. I don't know the right words in English. So this is a newer Michelin letter. Marlboro is okay. Texaco is, maybe it's painted in the last time, but this is right. It's okay. Yeah. Last thing. I'm not sure about this screen, but I think it's not the original one. Maybe it's self-made. Let's see, we will check it. A nice detail. Gaston Rayet. This is the display of the compass, an electronic compass, and the electronic device for that, I'm not sure, but I think it was from a ship, the first compass they use on the Dakar bikes. And so you can see it on all the pictures. There was a red box on the rear fender with tape fixed, and in this box was the electronic device for this display. This is not a whole device. It's only the display. Nice. Okay, these parts are not from Suzuki. It's from a different company. I know where it was stolen. But it was a nice idea to use a digital display and electronic display, but the connection between the cable, the tachometer cable, and the electronic is here. These parts mostly from the Suzuki stock, the Renthal Dakar handlebar, the real old one with market. The letters are here, the newer have painted here. So this is the most difference. The dimensions, the measurements of the handlebar, still the same up to date. You can buy it today, but it's not the same finish of the tube. Yeah, this is from DR600. This is Suzuki stock. And yes, Suzuki was testing the closed hand protectors, but I think this is not the original metal. It was different. On my bikes that you have different, and there was not one line. Here was an angel, 30 degree or so. We'll check it. Yes, the old Michelin tires. We can check if I'm not sure if from 1980, but from the 80s, but it's still the same profile. Knobbies are the same. Today the Michelin Desert tire looks different. And yes, the rear hub is the Zeta, and this 42 sprocket is right on this bike. It's a longer ratio to ride fast rally races, and the engine itself have a different gearbox to the original. They are big gearboxes, different in the ratio, different sprockets. Finally, the engine itself, it have a magnesium cover left side and right side. The starter engine is removed. And how you can start? Of course, you can start with the kickstart, of course. I know a lot of people do think about the solution. They are big with kickstart, but we have 2021. Today you can use a lithium-ion battery, and the bike is starting but much more better, and it's not better than a kickstart today. In the 80s, the kickstart was the best way to reduce the weight. without battery and all these things around. So this is the first check. Lever system is special made, aluminium swing arm, of course. We check now. We want to check all these parts on the bike, and we come back with the next video.